are seeing this video on TikTok, please follow me on YouTube at DD space love. Thank you. All right, y'all. Drop down and hit like, subscribe, and share. Let's get right into it. I wanted to speak on YSL real quick. And a few weeks ago, when Gunner was released from prison, people labeled him a snitch. Everyone was mad at him. He turned on Thugger. First of all, he didn't snitch. What he did was confirm what the government already knew. It has to be something within you to sit and tell someone no when you know that they have the facts and all the evidence. And all you got to do is confirm what they know, or you can go sit in prison for the next 35 years. But in our community, we believe that going to prison is a badge of honor. It's unfortunate. Our way of thinking has trickled down to these children, and the ignorance in the world is at an all time high. With that being said, we also have Jaguar Rights, another victim who was arrested this week, who invited another man into her home, basically into her relationship with her husband. Jaguar has been going around speaking negative, and whether it's facts or not, but it's negativity, and it's affecting people who have moved on from things. Like somebody who slept with someone 20 years ago may not necessarily want some outsider bringing that up now. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know if I've healed from that. You don't know if I buried that, but you want to bring it up and you just want to throw it out there for something. So what Jaguar ended up doing to me was setting herself up for the bad karma that she got. People are like, "Oh, people are out to get her. It's the industry." She needs to take accountability for her own life, because at the end of the day, all that time she's been sitting on couches telling everybody else business was all that time that she wasn't spending working on her own business. So that's the real part of the problem. It's we don't take accountability in our community. So that's Jaguar is a victim. Thugger is a victim. Thugger was the head of a whole criminal organization, and everybody knows that. But Gunna is the bad person because he wanted to go home and be with his family and spend his money. Now, the issue that I have, this is why I'm saying, how can people be mad at Gunna? When did y'all see Young Thug take that pill in court? There was a man in there that has life in prison. Is somebody associated with YSL, one of his crew members or something. But this man already has life. So this is why I'm confused anyway. Because in what courthouse are you allowed, criminals allowed to walk freely? Even if you're coming in for a case or you're with someone, you can't just walk up to the table where the lawyer is sitting. Unacceptable. So this dude walks up to Thugger, hands him something, and Thugger like looked at it, like put it under the table. But the bailiff was already looking at this dude walking, so they met him at the table basically. So Thugger's lawyer is trying to say that he gave it to the bailiff immediately. No, they played the video back. That's not what he did, but he's going to be charged with another felony. So again, as black people, we need to be asking ourselves, all these people who are against snitching, you a snitch, you a snitch. What if Gunna had a turn down? What if when the judge asked him them questions and he would have said no, and he would have took that time and he just sitting in prison, right? And now Thugger done got another charge for drug trafficking, basically in court. That's a serious offense. What he did, it's another felony. So you just sitting there with him and he's still committing crimes. He's learned nothing. Don't throw your lives away for other people. That's why I always tell y'all, you got to ride for you. I'm loyal to me. You better be loyal to you, because that's you doing that time physically. When I saw that, I first thing I thought of was, damn, they've been dragging this man for being a snitch all this time. And look what this dude just turned around and did. He's not getting out at all now. He can forget about it. Whatever. His little cases and they don't even matter. He's gone. What he did in that court, they can hang him for that, period. But how is it that somebody with life is allowed to get up out of their seat and walk over to the table where the attorney and the defendant is? And this man was not handcuffed. He had on a suit. I'm very confused about why was he there? Somebody had to give him the perk, but y'all know what they drug traffic in jail all day and night. That's what it is. But I mean, everybody knows the court is under surveillance. Why did they do that? But Thugger's mind must not be in a healthy place. He must be off. He looked strange, but he must be slow with some shit because what would make him think that that was going to work? So I need y'all to get off of Gunna's ass right now and leave Gunna alone. Gunna did the right thing. He went home because look what Young Thug just did. He's done. He doomed himself. But had Gunna stood by this man and told that judge, no, 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 he would be sitting in prison right now for no reason, basically, because Thug is who they said he is. And see, the thing about it is, people are giving their opinion because they're fans. It's about fandom. So at the end of the day, people are sitting back who don't even know Thug talking about, oh, Gunna shouldn't snitch. But we don't know their relationship. We don't know what Gunna knows. Gunna may know this dude is off and a drug addict and ain't really about shit or about that life. So why should I throw my life away for him? But we got to stop putting that snitch label on people. It's not fair and it's not correct. Now, here's my issue with this Jaguar right situation. Like I said, in similarity with the Krishan and the Blueface. So as y'all know, Krishan was dragged off an interview um today, well, I guess yesterday. Blueface and Krishan were at an interview. She showed her ass and she was dragged up out of there. Okay. Here's where the discrepancy is about to come down because y'all know I have to play devil's advocate. And I'm playing devil's advocate, but on the real, this is how I feel. Okay. And motherfuckers don't agree with me, and I'm fine with that. All right. I'm not here to agree with people. I'm here to open your eyes and make you think a little harder. So I was over in Gossip Girl XOXO's live a little while ago. So she was discussing the Krishan and Blueface situation. Now, she was being funny too. She was playing devil's advocate. But here's the situation, a lot of people in the chats and a lot of people who were calling in were defending Krishan and her behavior. Krishan Rock is responsible for Krishan Rock, period. Y'all keep blaming Blueface when in reality, if you really pay attention, if he was saying to her the things that she says to him, we would recognize it as we know it's a toxic relationship, but we're not putting the aggression on the right person. So now this girl is pregnant, y'all. And women, grown old women. Krishan is a sloppy drunk. I don't know if she does pills or cocaine, but she doing other stuff with that alcohol because ain't nobody drinking a bottle of Hennessy and just standing up straight. You drink 4 shots of Hennessy and you don't have upper, your ass is going to sleep. Okay. Or you going to be pretty, sloppy and laid back. They're drinking bottles. Okay. She doesn't pour it in a cup. She takes it to the head. Okay. But she's pregnant. Hey, dear self. What she did during that interview did not warrant getting kicked out. I saw it and they were gaslighting her with that situation. Poor unborn baby. They are deadly for one another. Right. But here's my thing. There were grown ass women talking about that baby is going to change her. Having a baby would be good for her. This is what's wrong with our community today. That's a bunch of bullshit. That girl got to fix herself. Babies shouldn't be born to change your life and make your life better. You should have a baby out of love and happiness. This is why children are not loved today. How many children are hurt and abused? How many young mothers are hurt because they having babies with men that don't want them? When a man don't want you, he don't want you. How many times does this man have to tell her that he doesn't want her? She needs to make a decision for herself and walk away. We can't keep blaming Blue for Krishan's behavior. She could have got her damn purse and got up and walked out. Why she got to be dragged out of a place? I'm not giving her no sympathy because at the end of the day, I also saw her the interview with Blueface and his mom and sister, and how while the whole time they were talking, Krishan is rubbing his back, all hanging on him. Every time you see her, she's in his face. But babe, I love you. I love you. Girl, you don't love yourself. You don't love Jonathan. You don't love Blueface. And then another thing, some other woman, see, women, we got to do better. I'm telling y'all, we co sign, not we, but I'm going to say we because I'm a woman too, a lot of bullshit. Because how is it that a woman, this is 2023, we know the world, we see what's going on, we see what's happening to our young sisters, even our old sisters. These relationships are toxic and dangerous, right? But oh, I missed the first caller's dear self was being a bird about judgment. Yeah, they talking about don't judge people. Judge me. How can people be like, well, you don't know Krishan, y'all don't know their relationship. We see the shit what's going on. We see it on video. We got it on video. When they got it on video, that's who you are. That shit belongs to you. I don't want to hear that we acting for the cameras bullshit. Not when you're getting arrested and we see y'all on video fighting downtown, fighting after clubs, carrying on, black eyes, scratched up. And see, I don't know if y'all saw the Kai Sanat video. Krishan is not a victim. I'm telling y'all. She's a victim and a product of her own environment, but she has to save herself. He has nothing to give her. The difference between Krishan and Jonathan is that Jonathan was raised. Jonathan got a brother and a sister and a mother and all of that, and they're a close unit. But he don't, he lost his damn mind, and he gonna get what he got coming to him too for allowing that girl and telling her to disrespect his mother. He was out of pocket for that. But then he turns around and does the same thing to Krishan's father. Whether they're doing this for ratings or not, the behavior belongs to them. The energy belongs to them. The karma belongs to them. And no baby is going to change the situation. It's going to make it worse. But my problem, too, is with telling young women, young black women in today's society, that having a baby by yourself is a good thing. Having a baby is going to change you for the better, especially when you're already drunk and sloppy. Y'all only saying that shit because she light skinned and y'all say she pretty. She pretty. She pretty. She is pretty fucked up right now. And y'all are promoting this shit. Oh, you don't know her. Babies are a blessing. First of all, this young lady does not have any children. Why would you be we should be telling these young women, do not attach yourself to a man who already has a family. He has a family. What is she going to gain from that? Nothing. She already spent Christmas by herself because he was with his family. So what you think he going to do? Your baby is number 3. Your baby is not number 2. Then you have women saying shit like, well, she already got 2 abortions, so this baby, she gonna keep it. Have you motherfuckers never heard of condoms and contraceptive and birth control pills and shit? What? She's sloppy drunk all the time. The baby's gonna change her. She drunk tonight. She pregnant, but the baby's gonna change her. Y'all are promoting fetal alcohol syndrome. Y'all do realize what alcohol does to babies, correct? You're deformed. It deforms you. You cannot form properly. They're not grown properly. And when you're first pregnant, that's the brain and everything is developing. And you drunk and high, and y'all are telling her that this is gonna make her a better person. Are you fucking kidding me? Why would we say that when we know where we come from and what it is? One bitch got up there and said, I had a baby when I was 14 and my son got a 4.0. What? So having babies out of wedlock, is good. What somebody should have asked her was, where the daddy at? You had a baby at 14, but where's his father at? Does he know him? Right. That's that bullshit. Because you don't know yourself. You shouldn't be connecting yourselves with men that you're just meeting. This girl is a sloppy ass drunk, but people are like, oh, she's pretty. Did y'all see what Krishan looked like before? Krishan look a hot fucking mess right now. That girl was gorgeous. Body, face, everything. She walking around with a missing tooth. Y'all talking about how rich she is. Why hasn't that been put in place? She can get a veneer. What are they, like $8,000? They got money for chains and Hennessy and shit. And then in our community, we not even keeping it real as far as that Hennessy bullshit go. Hennessy and pills and PCP is destroying the youth. But y'all are telling this girl because she pretty that this baby is going to change her. Have y'all ever known a baby to heal a crackhead? Has having a baby ever healed a crackhead? When y'all see crackheads pregnant, y'all can point that out as a problem. But this girl, it's going to help her. It's good for her. You got to be fucking kidding me. Hey, enjoy your life. Good morning. They was congratulating Kiki Palmer. Right, exactly. She didn't work hard for a squeaky clean image to be a baby mama. Exactly. Let me tell you, I was watching Toya and Regine yesterday. So Regine and Armand, I love them. That's my favorite young couple. But they was pretending to be pregnant for 24 hours. So they went to Toya's house, y'all. If you could have, the look of disgust on Toya's face, Toya's like, what? Why y'all playing like that? Like she was side eyeing the whole shit. Like, I know you ain't pregnant and you ain't married. It's okay to say that. Yes, people do have children and they're not married, but we got to stop telling these children that that's okay when it's not. We've dumbed them down all the way. And then you're like, well, why ain't they doing all that? Y'all talking about this baby going to heal CRISEAN. Meanwhile, kids are killing each other out here every day. Little kids, 12 years old. What are y'all talking about? Like I said, y'all don't tell crackheads that having a baby is going to change their life. Why is Krishan special? Caught up in the social media hype. Everything is about clicks and views. Because there's no way in hell that we've been seeing all Krishan's behavior and y'all talking about how wonderful and lovely she is. You know, she said herself that she used to get choked out as a child. She's got deep issues that she needs to address so she can be happy. She's not healthy, but y'all think she can love and provide for a baby. She got money. Y'all don't know that. She doesn't own any property, does she? She got money. What are they doing with it? They're buying jewelry and Hennessy. Hello? Jonathan ain't had a hit record since when? Hell, and I had to ask somebody what was Blueface's song because I didn't know it. And I still don't. But I just see these two on here and they're toxic. But people have been promoting that relationship. Meanwhile, every time you go to Black Girl Unlost, Leah Gordon, there's another youth, another young lady hurts. Yes. Yes. We got to do better. They out here fighting in the street. Y'all talking about, oh, the baby will help her. Really? Really? So when y'all see 14-year-old girls pregnant in your community, y'all don't look at them and be like, what they doing pregnant? Who the daddy? No. We don't question any of that because if you had a baby at 14, you think that it's okay if other people have babies at 14. It's not okay. And we need to start saying that shit out loud. It's not okay for the young men. It's not okay for the young women. It's not okay. We are fucked up out here and nobody is paying attention. All people are worried about is clicks and views. Because I'm just dumbfounded. Like I said, all of a sudden now, being pregnant and being an alcoholic is a good thing. Since when? What? Oh, she pregnant, but it's going to change her. She was drunk when the interview happened, and they like, no, she's a good mom. She's gonna be a good mom. It's crazy what we tell each other. That's why our community does not fucking grow. I was amazed, and I was also appalled by all of the Jaguar rights support videos. Seriously, Jaguar Wright threw her son's ashes on people. Okay, rubbed them on her face. Yes, she had a psychotic meltdown, but at the end of the day, she doesn't know how to de escalate. This ain't the first time she's been here. And like I said, instead of her sitting on Vlad's fucking couch, she should have been at a therapist or a psychiatrist trying to work out her own shit instead of digging up other people's business and other people's past and running their shit through the mills and through the streets. Some people that she's talking about are off doing their own thing. Where's Mary J. Blige? Off living her life. Doesn't matter what Kendu did. Yes, Mary's going to have to work until she's 120, but that's all good. She's happy. Period. Yeah, enjoy life. Why wasn't Jaguar minding her damn business? Why wasn't she tending to the what they said, the business that pays you? Mind your damn business. Nope, she out talking about everybody. Diddy. Oh my God, y'all, but let's talk about that. What's that girl name he go with? Young Miami, that Caresha girl. I can't stand her. It's not that I don't like her as a person, but if y'all are paying attention to the young black women that they are putting out there for y'all to hand clap for, they're all negative and disgusting. You've got Glorilla, you got Caresha, that's Young Miami. There's another girl in her group named JT. JT pregnant now too, y'all. It got to be by that dude, Little Uzi Vert. That's who I've been seeing her with, but I don't know. But again, another unwed mother. Um, who else? There's some other negative. Oh, Krishan. See, these are the people that they put out there for us to celebrate. What I also found interesting and I put in the chat. So, everybody hates Candace Owens, right? Y'all hate Candace, but y'all support Krishan Rock. Make that shit make sense. Make it make sense. Candace Owens is Candace Owens came from the same poverty as Krishan Rock. Yes, believe that. But she chose a different route. But y'all do not support her. Y'all do not like her, even though she is educated, she is classy, she is beautiful, she is smart. And you don't like her because what she's talking about is us. See, black people think Candace is against them, but she's not. If you listen to what she's saying, she's telling the truth about things that we need to fix within our community. She calls the other communities out. She's a fair one. I love her. But we don't respect positive people. But you put this Krishan out here and everybody wants to support her and believe in her and uplift her. Yeah, the bottom of the barrel. Absolutely. Candace is intelligent, beautiful, well dressed, well spoken. She knows what the fuck she's talking about, but yet people hate her. But Krishan, she gonna be okay. Oh no, it's okay for her to have a baby. She drunk as fuck, sloppy as fuck. Oh, Blue is antagonizing her. Y'all are not listening to what Krishan is saying to him. He want to break up with her ass. She don't want to break up with him. How many times has she said, "I ain't going nowhere. I don't care. It ain't never gonna be over." How many times she got to say that? And y'all don't hear this girl? She doesn't care. When they told her he was sleeping with somebody else the other day online, what did she say? I don't care. She doesn't care. She doesn't care about herself, but y'all think she's going to care about a baby. Y'all really believe being pregnant is going to change her as a person. Like I said, I ain't never known a pregnancy to change a crackhead, a dope fiend. Some of them may stop getting high for 5 months. Mm-hmm. Maybe here and there. They don't do it as much. And then they go right back to it. Yeah, there are a few who make the correct change, but you can count on your hand how many that is. That's not cool. But this is what we're telling people. Krishan, she deserves sympathy. So you can't tell your 15-year-old, your 18-year-old that they don't deserve sympathy. If your child come home behaving and you see them in the street acting like Krishan, you mean to tell me that you're gonna be like, oh no, it's okay. She'll change. Are you gonna tell your fucking daughter, bitch, you better go to rehab and stop drinking? Are you gonna be like, oh no, no, it'll eventually go away on its own. You're gonna be a good mom. You gotta keep it real with people. You gotta hurt their fucking feelings. The truth is loud and disrespectful. I tell y'all that all the time. I have to consistently explain myself because people think I'm being disrespectful. No, but we gotta start telling ourselves some truths. And women, ladies, we don't accept accountability. I have to agree with and I'm sad, and I know some of y'all gonna be mad, but if we can't change what we do not acknowledge, we're not accepting accountability for our community, for our young ladies, for the messages that we're putting out there, for the shit that we're promoting. Because there's no way that grown women should be talking about Krishan, congratulations, this is a good thing for you. What? What? Like this girl gives all her money to Blueface. She's basically a prostitute, and y'all are telling her that, oh no, go ahead, keep getting drunk and getting high, girl. By the time you get probably to like 4 months, you'll want to stop drinking. Like she's an alcoholic, and she's in deep. Like I said, ain't nobody drinking that much Hennessy and standing up straight and arguing slurred like that unless they on some other shit too. Because liquor takes you down. You have to balance that out, okay, with an upper. So it's just crazy that we sit back. Like somebody was like, "Oh, you gonna say you never smoked weed, you never drank liquor?" What does that have to do with somebody being a full blown alcoholic? We see them on here fighting and wilding. You know this man got a whole nother family. We saw this girl crying on Christmas and many other occasions. We've seen them fighting on the street. We've seen them get arrested. He just got arrested for some attempted murder bullshit. We've seen both of them fight each other parents. But meanwhile, having a baby is a good idea. Oh my God. Ladies, y'all can't be serious. And then on top of that, you know how stressful pregnancy is on your body. Being pregnant alone is a task and a chore in itself. I mean, that shit is only for the strong, baby. So and then you add in how it affects you mentally and how it affects your emotions. And we see this girl is a sloppy, hot ass mess. And y'all think pregnancy is a good idea for her? Huh? And everybody is blaming him as if she is not saying she's never going anywhere, she's never leaving. This is about her. We need to remove him from the equation. They're like, he's gaslighting her. Your behavior belongs to you. The same way she acted a fool, she could have got her ass up and just walked out and left. Period. You don't have to engage in that type of behavior. Not at all. But they're both the same person. And if you notice, everywhere they go, they got a bottle of Hennessy with them. What do we expect to happen? Nah, Hennessy's killing us. Real shit. Hennessy, lies, the lack of accountability, all killing our community and our children. We see this shit every day, domestic violence, but yet we applaud it and hand clap it when we see people doing it. I don't get it. Who else? Somebody I said they needed DCF called on their ass today. Who was it? Who was it? Did y'all see the girl? See, this is the shit with the clicks and views. It's crazy. I think the wigs. Do y'all remember Laverne Cox was in that movie on Hulu? It was a Halloween movie, and it was about this lady had got a sew-in wig, and it was like destroying her life. It had attached to her head. It was a whole hot ass mess. But these wigs, this makeup, these eyelashes, these stripper goals, these IG model goals, these prostitute goals, these get money goals, these I'm gonna be a billionaire goals. I gotta hang out with a bunch of girls and we're gonna drink champagne on the weekend goals, and I'm gonna be with a fly ass nigga goals. Got our kids fucked up, y'all. Cause did y'all see that girl who was on her? She took a picture on the bed. She had on a stripper outfit and she had her baby in a thong, and she turned the baby towards the camera and had the baby's butt showing. See, first of all, it's pedophilia, bitch. She should be charged with that. It's her daughter, but they. What are we doing? See, you can't co-sign bullshit for some people and then give other people a pass. If it's bullshit, it's bullshit. It has to be straight across. But I'm just concerned about how we don't have no standards anymore. Like, people don't give a fuck. People really don't care. It's like everything is funny. Like, you see the people doing the pranks in the stores. What's wrong with them? Like, you don't know somebody gonna knock your damn head off. Keep playing, but people play too much. Everybody wants to blame the pandemic. I'm confused by that. You couldn't go outside. You could go outside. You just couldn't go to the bar. Right. You could watch TV. You could still cook dinner. You could still talk to your family. Like, you had a fucking vacation for 6 months and you bitches are complaining. People are mad because they couldn't go outside during a pandemic, but a lot of these are the same people who didn't work in the first fucking place. What are y'all really mad about? That's nothing to be mad about. We were blessed during that time. A lot of people got money they never had during that time. Blessed. But y'all talking about the pandemic changed everybody for the worse. No, it's the fucking Hennessy and the pills and the drugs and all the programming on TV and all the shit that y'all allowing your kids to watch and listen to. And even as adults, it's all that fucking video game playing. It's a lot of video game playing got people fucked up too, but I don't know why people are not paying attention to that. That's been an issue. Grand Theft Auto, all them type of games are murder, 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 right? So you got little kids who've been playing these games since they was 2, 3, 4, 5, and then damn, they become adults too, or teenagers who are out here committing violent acts. That's why the amount of violent acts are on the rise. They're sitting in their rooms shooting and killing people for hours on TV. Hello, let me repeat: for hours every day, killing people on a TV screen in their room. At what point does it not cross over? Huh? At what point is their reality not fucked up? Where does the critical thinking come in? They're obsessed. Listen, let me tell you, I took my son's phone, right? So I had noticed, I said, whenever I take this phone, he's still not getting done what I told him to do, without me having to get on his ass, right? But I got up around maybe like 2:30 or so. And now mind y'all, I have his phone, okay? I go in there, he got another phone. Hello. Probably the other phone, you know how you buy a new phone, but it'll work on Wi-Fi in your house? Right. Now he in there knocked the fuck out. The phone is set up on his pillow, y'all. I don't know what he was watching. I just snatched the bitch and he won't get it back. Period. You play too much. They're obsessed. It's not just my kid, your kid. They're obsessed. But you got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. There are grown men who play video games all day. I'm not talking about gamers who's getting paid doing this. And they got their weird shit about them too, I'm sure, because you're not interacting with people. But you got grown men who play games all day. You got grown women who buy games for these grown men, which make no sense to me either. Right. Oh, he don't pay me no attention. He want to play that game all day. If you're saying that to a grown man and not a child, it's a problem. Because I don't allow my son to do that shit. I find it annoying. Right. And if y'all, I'm telling y'all, listen, don't let them play all them games. All those games are negative. Look at the TV shows they put out there. American Horror Story. That is tragic. That whole, I mean, I tried to get into it. I watched like a season and a half, but that shit is all gore and it's all torture. And it's a bunch of sick people out here that watch that shit and that's what they do too. You know what I'm saying? The hills have eyes, all that type of torturing and killing women. Women. Don't let your children watch this shit. I'm telling you, I can't do it. Because it's programming. The music is programming. Thank God I don't know any of today's music. I really don't. I told you I don't even they told me that Blueface song is Tatiana. I gotta Google it. I don't know it. And I heard Cardi B is on it too. I don't know it. I don't know it. I don't know her music either. Because I'm not listening to that. Cardi B don't even let her kids listen to that shit. Y'all let y'all 3 and 4 year olds listen to that bullshit. She don't let her own kids listen to her own music. What does that tell you? What does it tell you? It's all negativity, but people are buying into it and it's destroying us. I mean, the 6 year old shot his teacher because she tried to take the gun away from him. So that tells me that she wasn't the intended target. Who was that little boy gonna kill? Huh? Who was that little boy about to take out? What other child was about to lose their life that day? Huh? Because, see, a little child wouldn't have been able to withstand what that woman did. You know, she's doing better and everything. But where did that come from and why? Because we're putting that out there. It's the imagery. Right. You know, I told you a long time ago. That's like that Disney thing. Thank God, I always hated Disney. Always. From a little kid, I never, all that Snow White and all that bullshit. But, you know, y'all know I don't believe in fantasy. So that's probably why, too. But like now, knowing what I know about, you know, the brainwashing and the pedophilia and all that bullshit, thank God you can't buy into everything. You have to say no. Who was it? Orlando Brown. Y'all know he be talking crazy too, like Jaguar, right? And if y'all wasn't paying attention, Orlando Brown got arrested the day before Jaguar Wright did. Right. So if y'all want to say it's an industry conspiracy, there's a conspiracy right there. The two main mofos who've been out here talking shit about Diddy. Y'all know you don't talk shit about Diddy. Okay. That's like Gene Deal. What's gonna happen with him? He always popping shit about Diddy too. But yes, Jaguar and Orlando have been popping big shit. So it was like Orlando got arrested the day before Jaguar did. So what's up with that? See, mental health is an issue here, but nobody addresses it. We laugh, they co-sign it. As long as you're getting the information you need from the person or you're being entertained, it doesn't matter. Entertainment has got us fucked up. Music, video games, television, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, entertainment has got a lot of people fucked up. Yes, it has changed people for the worse. Everybody want attention. You're putting your lives in danger for bullshit, right? Back to CRISEAN and Blueface too with this pregnancy and the alcoholism also. Like, nobody's concerned about the baby being deformed. And what if she ends up having a miscarriage or something because she's drunk and acting a fool? Like, it's a lot of sides to that. I just want us to start being honest with children about what being a mother really is. And do they not show that movie anymore in school where the birthing movie? Because that scared me straight in 11th grade. I was like, oh, hell no. They got me like that. Oh my God, your body can do that. But you got to understand that when you're pregnant too, you run a risk of dying. Healthy women die giving birth all the time. It's not you just go in and have a baby, but in our community, see, we see so many people have babies and survive. You feel me? Because you life goes on. You push through. You do what you got to do. Single mother or not, but why would you sign up to be a single mother? Why would you sign up to place second to the next bitch? Never been my scenario ever. That was one thing I always told myself. I ain't having kids with nobody who already got kids. And some of my friends used to be like, "Oh, really? How's that gonna happen? Everybody don't have kids. Every woman don't have kids, and every man doesn't have kids, and it's by choice. You can make choices in life. You shouldn't just let shit happen. Bringing a baby into the world and you an alcoholic is not a good choice. But for, I mean, how many people was in that chat over there? Gossip Girl, my homie, about 800 women in there, and I'm gonna tell you, a lot of the chat was supporting this bullshit. And that's scary. I mean, I had to take a step back because y'all know I be cussing black men out. Not all of them, but the ones who come for us. Oh, I ride their asses. So I can't disagree with them when they say black women don't take accountability. Yes, we know it's not all of us, but I'm telling y'all, what I saw in that chat, and then when I heard all them damn phone calls, I said, oh my God. Oh my God. You cannot be serious. You can't be serious. Women are saying this shit out loud. You've been through hell and back. You've been a single mother and you're promoting that to other people. See, it's just like motherfuckers on drugs who will give somebody who's never done drugs. Like me, I smoke herbs here and there. But if you ain't never smoked, you ain't gonna smoke with me. Your first experience will not be with me. I promise you that. I don't give a fuck who you are and how old you are. You know, it won't be with me. It just won't be. You know better. When you know better, you do better, but you don't encourage negativity on other people or things that you know they may not be able to handle and could change their lives forever. They're promoting having this girl having a baby. What if she hurt the baby? Her and Blue fight all the time. What if they get in a fight and the baby get hurt? There was another girl I saw on TikTok. See, because this is another thing. Like I said, ladies, when a man tell you he don't want you, just fucking believe him and get on with your life. There are other men out there, but see when you love yourself, you ain't gonna allow nobody to play with you like that. You'll dump him before he dump you. But this young girl was on there. She put up this post. She said, I found out I was pregnant. Then she said, I told my boyfriend. Then he was happy. Then he denied it, right? They broke up. He stayed away for a little while. They got back together. And then he kicked her in the stomach and killed the baby, y'all. But what really fucked me up, now this was a young girl, like 17, 18. I went in the comment section. Always go to the comment section, honey. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how many women that this has happened to. I couldn't believe it. Y'all are not putting yourselves first. First of all, you control your fertility because you carry the baby. Stop getting pregnant. Like, why are y'all letting motherfuckers ejaculate in y'all in 2023 with all kind of shit going on anyway? Y'all know they cheat. Y'all know they on the low. It's a whole lot of things going on. Love yourself enough to know better. You in a bad situation. This man has not committed to you. He didn't tell you he want to marry you. He didn't tell you that you was everything to him. He hasn't treated you like the queen you are. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? We've seen it happen over and over again, but we insist on repeating the cycle. What is wrong, people? We gotta take it. And that pretty shit got me. Like, if CRISEAN Rock was dark skinned, would y'all be saying the same shit? I'm just asking. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think if she was a dark skinned hood chick, y'all would see it for what it is. But she's a light skinned, pretty hood chick. So it's okay. But what are we gonna do, women, ladies? We can't keep co-signing this kind of shit. Cause I mean, just think if it was some young girls watching that chat last night, like we were this morning, what do they think? Do they think this shit is okay? Because y'all are not listening when men don't want y'all. Y'all don't get it. Y'all not paying attention. People don't have, I can tell you I love you, but if I don't treat you like I love you, it doesn't matter. Y'all know I get a bad rap for not saying it enough. You don't never say it, but I show you. I could say it all day and not do a damn thing to back it up. You know? I'm aware, I'm conscious. I try to say a little more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that person. But people blind you with bullshit. Actions speak louder than words. So these men are telling you they don't want to have a baby with you. Then you got these women talking about, well, if he didn't want to have a baby, he should have kept his sperm to himself. We're talking about men who will fuck anybody. Like, what are you talking about? They don't care. Not all men. Don't get me wrong, because I know the men I know are very responsible. So I don't even want to put that shit out there like that. But I'm just gonna say that there are some men out there who don't give a damn. And then when you drunk and high and under the influence, like they not thinking about putting on a condom or contraceptive. But as a woman, that is your responsibility because it is your body, it is your vagina. You are to take care of you. Okay? That's your problem, not his. But when he tells you he doesn't want you, he don't want a baby by you, and then you say, fuck him, I'm going to do it anyway because this is what I want to do. Is it fair? Is it not fair? See, the thing about it is the man doesn't get the final say so. You do. But when you do that, know that you run a risk. One dude killed his kid because he didn't want to pay child support. Like, what is wrong with y'all? But why have a baby with somebody who doesn't want you? Because they're not going to want that baby either. They're not going to treat that baby the same. It's just sad. And we still telling young women that. You know what's crazy? Like what's his name? NBA young boy got married to Jaleesa or whatever the fucking name is. He got married to that girl, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he had a baby with somebody else that same week. He wasn't with that girl, but that girl had a baby with him. What are we telling our young ladies? What happened? See, I get labeled even back in the day. Somebody like, "Oh, you a gold digger?" No, 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 no. I'm not a gold digger. But I ain't fucking with no broke niggas. When Kanye made that song, it was perfect. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I always had my own. I always worked. I always took care of me. My mama always took care of me. I don't know what it is to do without. So I'm gonna make sure I got mine. Okay. So I'm not fucking with nobody who can't do for me what I do for myself and more. Why would I? Why? Why downplay yourself? Why have a baby with somebody who ain't never had a job and expect a miracle? What? We're not realistic. You should have standards. We should want more. We should tell our young ladies you don't want to be a baby mama. When we was coming up, y'all remember like I said, I'm 50. So our age group, younger women were having babies. That was normal. That's what people did. But at this point, whether you experienced it and made it or not, don't you know that is wrong? I feel like people take situations personally. So because they were still, they had a scarlet letter put on them. So you got pregnant at 15 and people, you felt embarrassed, but now you're like, I made it and my kids are great. Okay, that's great. But why would you tell another 15-year-old? Shouldn't you be telling that 15-year-old don't go that route? Do better. This shit gonna make your life hard. Yes, I made it, but this shit wasn't easy. But no, instead, because people gotta feed their own fucking ego and don't want to say they made a mistake, they want to continue on with the bullshit. Oh no, it's great. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, yeah, sure. You're broke and poor, but go ahead. But then again, like I said, the double standard. If it's a poor girl, you would say, oh no, that's a shame. But it's somebody on TV, y'all find everything they do okay. What the fuck? But our kids are suffering. Our women are suffering. You can't even break up with a man nowadays. Are y'all not seeing what's going on? Like, we're suffering. Our community is suffering. Poverty is on the rise. Homelessness is on the rise. The job market, the pay of rate is never going to catch up to what it needs to be. The minimum wage should be $27, period. I'm sorry. For adults. There should be, first of all, how the fuck do we have minimum wage that applies to adults and children? Because y'all know kids work too in America. They work, they can start working at like 15, 14. Minimum wage, the same rate of pay applies to adults and children. And that makes sense to y'all. Mhm. No, then y'all don't know why people are poor and people are struggling and people need fucking housing vouchers. The government was set up that way that you need a housing voucher. I'm sick of you black men, not all of y'all, but you motherfuckers who keep coming by here talking about um black women put men out because of they wanted government assistance. Do y'all not see how hard black women work? Y'all talk about this government assistance shit, but then y'all tell us that we think we the shit because we make our own money, and y'all get sick of us saying that we got our own. Which one is it? It's y'all are crazy. You got to understand that there's a combination of people in the world, and we're all different. But y'all like to group us in a box and whatnot. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with being an independent woman? You know, I had to go look up the word again today, masculinity, because I am masculine in the sense that I'm strong. Okay. I make good decisions for myself. Basically, that's what it comes down to. So they say that women are masculine. I would take it as a compliment. So anybody that calls you masculine, accept it and wear it as a badge of honor as a woman. Because that means that you're strong and you handling your shit and it ain't nothing to be ashamed about. Be that. Because that's what I am. And I've been saying it. I told y'all I'm more man than a lot of men will ever be. Real shit. Because it's a lot of whiny ass people in the world. When things happen, you have to keep it moving. You have no time to fall. The only thing you got time to do is pray, cry for 2 minutes, and keep it fucking moving, okay? But it's some whiny ass people. There's some things I've been through that your average person wouldn't fucking survive. So it is what it is. But I just feel the strength within me. So when you men come over here trying to be disrespectful and call me masculine, I don't care. I like it. All right? I like it. Also, when y'all want to come by here with that big Shirley shit, just know that I'm going to call y'all Big Johns because y'all are fucking tricks. This is for the International Tricking Committee. You know, that's another situation that is. I'm like, what the hell happened? My phone turn around. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm back. So what I was about to say is, believe it or not, suddenly black men care about the well-being of women, y'all, but only in other countries. So what happened was Austin Hollerman, who was ran up out of Brazil, now he's in Thailand, right? But it's crazy because I heard him on a live today. Was it Oh, okay. So O'Shea Duke Jackson was doing a live, right? But suddenly they care about the well-being of other women. He was saying shit like, yeah, because we don't know what their oppression is and how they're feeling. We have to concern ourselves. And I'm thinking, but they don't give a shit about the women in their own country, specifically black women. Do black men know? Y'all don't know how crazy y'all sound when y'all do that to other groups of people? Like, that shit is normalized within the black community, but I'm telling y'all look crazy to people throughout the world because you don't have love for your own women, but you're consistently propping other women up on a pedestal. You care about the women of Brazil, but the black women of America can live on the streets. So, what I was saying was this man was debating Austin. The video's on my page. So, in the video, the man was like, well, you do know that there are single mothers in Brazil too, right? And he was like, oh, but that's okay. So, let me get it straight. Because they're nicer. That's what they think. Because they're softer. We're too aggressive here. We live in America. Why wouldn't we be aggressive? Why wouldn't we be? Why wouldn't we be? And what I want to know is since when are women cookie cutters? Like, these guys are weird. If y'all listen to what they're really saying, they're really fucking strange. Because what do you mean all women? Like, oh, well, women have to be this way. So every woman you meet has to talk to you in a certain tone. And that's all good in your mind. But the world is a big place. Everyone is different. He was over there, some woman, he's an admitted trick. That's the other thing. He said he's a trick. He said he buys it. The man asked him right out, have you paid for a vagina? He said yes. Okay. So you're an international trick. What makes you better than the people here? And the thing about passport bros, that shit has been going on forever. That is not anything new. But now that people have Instagram and everybody needs a like, a click, and a view, Their business is in the street. And y'all see how one person could ruin it for everybody? Because I'm gonna tell you now, when they go to Brazil, there's gonna be some extra checks at the airport. Just out of GP. Just because. You know how they can pull you out of line and go through all your shit and detain you. Just watch. You're gonna start hearing about that. Harassment. Because you've made those women out. Y'all don't understand. Like when we say that black men speak disrespectful about us here in America, they don't get it. You don't have to use derogatory words to be disrespectful. See how he went over there and made them videos and he said to the lady, "Will you kiss me?" Now the funny is the video he made, I don't even think that lady really understood English. She was just saying yes to everything. And that's what made it exploitation. Hello. But they don't get it. They don't understand that, you know how here in America men feel like they have the right to gawk at you whenever they feel like it. Like you could be with your man and they can look you up and down, approach you, touch your ass, do whatever they want, even if you with your man and you tell them no. Right. These men don't understand. You can't go around just filming random women. You're filming them and like, look at this and look at that, look at this. It's predatorial behavior. Okay, let's call it what it is. That's how predators do. But they don't know that because black men are praised here. Black men are told that they are the most important people in the world here in America. You know what I'm saying? Nothing comes before the black man here. So that's why in their mind they think when they go out into the rest of the world that their behavior is okay because they're never corrected here. When we try to correct them here, the first thing they say is, "What's up, Draco Boo?" The first thing they say is, "Oh, black women don't never take accountability." Listen, we all need to take accountability. But at the end of the day, you are a man. You are saying things, derogatory things about women. And what gets me the most is when you tell these men, like, say if I say, yeah, this dude, let's use Michael B. Jordan, for example. Everybody says how Lori Harvey lost out on Michael B. Jordan. But in my opinion, Michael B. Jordan likes dudes. Right. I will swear it on a stack of Bibles. I believe that Michael B. Jordan is gay, period. But men come to you and say shit like, "Oh, you always talking about a man. Man, y'all always say a man is gay. Y'all always making that up." The reality is that, you know, you men could never believe that and don't want to believe it because you might have to believe that your friend is gay. You might have to believe that two of your homeboys been playing around behind your back the whole time and you didn't know. Men don't want to accept that, but that is the reality. And you act as though you date women, you date men. So you're not going to pick up the same thing from a man that a woman would. The same way a man can call something out in a woman, he'll see it before I would. Like little things dudes will notice, just like little things women notice. But a man can't handle that. He doesn't want to think his bestie, "Oh my God, he's gay." Yeah, a lot of these dudes are bisexual. Not really. They only deal with women because they have to, because society says so, not because they really want to. You can tell a lot of guys don't like women. If you beating on women, you don't like women. You know a dude who beating women up, he doesn't like women. He's just there. A lot of men are with women they don't like. They're just there. But women allow that because you don't listen when people tell you the truth. You don't believe what people show you. So those are choices that we make. But yeah, they always saying that, "Oh, y'all just say that." No, we're not just saying it. You guys are not listening. I also heard a guy, oh, was it GX, I believe? He was talking about rape. Was he talking about rape? I want to say it was over there because that's when it triggered me. It made me think of this. But anyway, so it's hard. They were saying that when a man is raped, it's very hard. Oh yeah, because they got some sexual assault stuff going on that they talking about, right? So they were saying how when a man is as assaulted, that it's hard for him to express that, right? But meanwhile, when a woman is sexually assaulted, it's hard for anybody to even believe it at all or acknowledge it. They don't care. Like that Me Too movement, dudes really thought that was a joke. Like that's funny to them. The Me Too movement is funny to them. They don't acknowledge that some of their friends are predators, right? You men don't even read. A lot of guys don't even fucking read to comprehend. They read to attack. I put up a comment and I said, black men need to talk to each other about And I listed a few things they need to talk to each other about. And then I can't tell y'all how many dudes dropped down there and said to me that I'm grouping them all together. Yes, you dumb fuck. I just said y'all need to talk to each other. What are you talking about? Right. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't want to. And so you keep hearing them saying why women are not getting married. They don't get it because they're not watching the news. They're not paying attention to what's going on around them. How is it that we know these women are being taken out in droves, but they don't? Women and children and family members along with them because they got rejected. They never speak on that. They need to talk to each other. Men need to stop focusing on women and start talking to each other. It's crazy. It is just crazy. I've never logged on for real. And all the years that I've been on YouTube, I've never logged on and heard men talking to other men about abuse and cheating and lying and how it affects women. Never. And probably never will. That's the crazy part. But they'll tell you how women ain't shit. Women ain't no good. Women are liars. We're all human. But I think that men need to talk to men. And women need to start talking to women. But women got to be careful. We need to watch what we saying to each other because a lot of the shit that is being co-signed is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Completely unacceptable as women. Like y'all really don't fucking know better. And my thing is you don't have to be raised to know better, but that's no excuse for you not to educate yourself and uplift yourself and try to be a better person. So I don't really I can't accept that, well, I was raised that way. Bullshit. Not when you 40. Absolutely not. When you 13 and don't know no better, that's one thing. But at 40 and you still don't know, that's because you don't want to know. Right. That's because every time somebody says some shit to you, you think they hating on you or they jealous. Y'all kill me with that. Everybody jealous of you. Y'all on the motherfucking YouTube. We all in the same boat, but you jealous of me. Okay. All right. For what? We can't recognize negativity in ourselves, but we see it in everybody else. This is for the ladies on this motherfucker. It's a lot of you ladies on here that are really, really fucked up in the game. Hmm. Do all kind of evil shit to people, and then play victim. It makes no sense at all. Like, and then because you got these people who sit around you and co-sign and uplift your shit, and you actually believe that you're not guilty. I'm just amazed. Like I said, I'm amazed. I don't engage because I hit people. I hit people. Yes, I do. I hit your ass. I sure will slap the shit out of somebody. So I don't engage in a lot of nonsense and I don't deal with people. Life is about choices. Don't be around people who provoke you and make you want to do bad things. That's called accepting accountability. I accept accountability for my behavior. I know that some shit I ain't gonna tolerate. I know that I can get upset about some things. I know there's certain people who provoke me in a way that'll get me locked the fuck up. So I take accountability for that. I'm not perfect. I know I'm not. But I take accountability for that. So that keeps me out of some bullshit. But we're not taking accountability as women because the things that we're telling other women, the things we say about other women, like the same way when I say that black men are, when you drag your black women, you're dragging your sisters, your brothers, right? And you're dragging yourself because you belong to this black community of women that you can't stand. You're related to us. That's why the fuck you're here in the first place. You cannot overlook that part. But it's like, damn, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, but you can't pick certain things, you know what I mean? So you belong to this group, but we just gotta, like I said, we gotta identify with each other. Oh, what I was gonna say is, ladies, the way some ladies drag each other and some of the things they say about each other, you gotta realize you're a woman too. You are a woman too. So a lot of this shit you saying applies to you too. Right. See that same nasty shit you saying to one lady is gonna be said back to you. But then when it's said back to you, you feel like you're the victim. No, you a nasty motherfucker too. It goes both ways. Like you can't. See, that's why they say every time somebody do something to you, you don't have to respond. And you don't. You don't have to respond. Cause sometimes I let motherfuckers do stuff to me just so I could sit back and watch. I wait. I'll wait. I don't have to go where you go. because I'm not a low life. What you don't do is stoop the fuck down to other people's levels. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a Virgo. I was talking to my friend the other day, and I said, see, the thing about a Virgo is we don't really let shit go. Well, it'll marinate, but if you did us dirty, we'll wait. It ain't shit. We'll wait, baby. It could be 2 years later. We'll wait. But my friend is a Virgo too, and something happened, and he was like, "Yeah, I was thinking about," and it was hilarious because out of nowhere he was like burning down the bitch house, and I know they meant that shit because that's where our mind goes. But you gotta let people do them. Sometimes when people fuck you over, just sit back and watch. They're gonna get it. I'm telling you, don't do it because it brings you down to their level. Let them be them. Because they always end up embarrassed to their damn self in the end or getting arrested or some stupid shit happen to them. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Because sometimes just all that going place, like if somebody is going so low and calling you all kind of derogatory names and it's disgusting, like why continue to engage? Just fucking ignore. It's just pointless. Ignore. Because ain't no hands going to be thrown. Ain't nobody coming in nobody's house. It's just because a lot of y'all on here, don't believe it or not, are in virtual domestic violence relationships. Virtual domestic violence relationship is a real thing. And we all see it, but a lot of people ain't recognizing it because we don't keep it real, because we don't accept accountability. But that's why it's so easy for people to look at CRISEAN and Blueface and say that that shit is okay because there's a lot of virtual domestic violence relationships on this YouTube. There are a lot of people who hate each other, who talk about each other every fucking day, who are focused on one another and have never met in person. That shit is not normal. But if you can engage in a domestic violence virtual situation, what's going on in your real life? Why are you even participating in that shit? Is the question. Why are you acknowledging and going back and forth with this person? Is the question. What is wrong with y'all? Are y'all in love? Do y'all really have a crush on each other? It's just really weird the shit that I see on here. I mean, people are obsessed. You want to know everything about a person just so you can talk shit about them. What's going on in your own life? Like, why are y'all connected and latched onto each other to the point where your whole focus getting on is arguing with this one individual every day, all day? That shit is not normal. You're taking away from yourself. I'm telling you, it's domestic violence. Because if you lived in the same house and did these things to each other every day, you'd be in jail. DCF will be that took your kids, or because you can't function like that. So I don't know why people do it on social media and not see it for what it is. Because it's virtual domestic violence. Like, y'all are battering and beating the shit out of each other every day. You know? Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. I'm just speaking in general. But yeah, it's every day. I logged on to this dude's page the other day. I was like, these motherfuckers is arguing again. Like, damn. Sad. For people who claim they don't like each other to spend all their time talking about each other, that is some weird old shit. It's weird. Right. Weird. I hope y'all are here. Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if it apply, slap that shit in your face and eat it, bitch, because y'all are crazy. Real shit. Arguing with a nigga, y'all don't know each other, but y'all fighting constantly every day like you're married and live in the same house. That's crazy. Never met you, never slept with you, never sent you, just we don't have that going on, you know. You wasn't a friends with benefits, none of that. We just abuse each other on the internet. It's something wrong. hmm Something wrong. I just want to point that out. Domestic violence is real, and virtual domestic violence is real too. Because this shit is crazy. Some of y'all don't know y'all are abusive, but I'm gonna tell you, you're abusive, and you love abuse too. And if you like to be abused, don't get me wrong. Everybody want to cut somebody out once in a while, sure. But when you thrive on being called dirty names, something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. You don't want nobody to speak nicely to you. You don't want to be shown kindness and love and respected. That's not normal shit. Okay? I don't care who does it, where it come from. It's not normal. Bad behavior is bad behavior. Period. Disrespect is disrespect. Don't matter if you know the person. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's virtual domestic violence. Now, with that said, I'm about to go. I got to sleep for a little while. I got to go to work in a little bit. But I just seen a lot of shit on here tonight, and I was just like, what the hell is wrong with us? What's wrong with us as a culture? And then sometimes I hate to say this because y'all know I don't do events and stuff like that. Like, it depends on who the people are. I definitely don't do, I would never go to no ghetto shit. I don't play that. If I go somewhere that's supposed to be straight and it's ghetto, I get the hell up out of there. If I pull into a parking lot and I see people standing outside their cars congregating, I don't get out. I leave. I don't play that shit. I don't do ghetto. Right. I know better. I come from the projects. Never that. I think ghetto is glorified by people who didn't come from the hood. Because I'm finding like a lot of people come from like the South, and being poor in the South and living in the projects are two different things. Because y'all don't realize it, that in y'all mind, in the mind of people sometimes think they poor in the South. You're not. Y'all live on ponds and creeks. Y'all got all outside to run and play. You know what I'm saying? There are no brick buildings. There's not high rises with 28 floors and all that other bullshit and people cramped in one space. It's two different things. So when y'all come around and y'all want to be hood, y'all think that shit is cute and it's funny. It's not. It's just not. Like, you're glorifying something that you really shouldn't. You should be proud of where you come from and not being hood. If your parents raised you and worked, you should be proud of that. You shouldn't be out here trying to present yourself as some fucking dust bunny or a dirt bag. Like, do your parents a solid. Represent them the way they raised you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of motherfuckers, you be like, who raised you? Who raised you? Like CRISEAN Rock, we know who raised her. She said it herself. And this is someone that y'all applaud. Not saying that it should be taken away from her, but what should be acknowledged is not that she's pretty, not that she got a nice body, but the fact that she has mental issues. She's been abused. She's a broken woman. She's been oppressed. But we don't feel that way about black women in America because they're strong and masculine. So all of this is okay. They're justifying all of this by saying, oh, she's masculine. That's why she's doing what she's doing. No, she's broken. But we don't acknowledge that. We don't care about the feelings of the women in our black women in our country. hmm So we got to do better. I just feel like overall we need to do better and love each other and be real with each other. That's a shit we got a problem with. That's another reason I stopped watching YouTube. I still watch YouTube, but some of the shit I used to watch, I don't anymore because the hypocrisy is crazy. And then, yeah, just some people sign up for the same bullshit over and over and over again. I get tired of people arguing with the same person, with the same reads for the past 7 fucking years. I don't care. People run down their history, their credentials, and sometimes I think people just want to talk about themselves. Like when somebody will be like, well, bitch, you broke. And then you'll be like, well, no, bitch, this is why I'm not broke. And then you give the whole reason why it doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. You gotta, y'all know, y'all hear a lot of resumes on here. I be hearing a lot of resumes. I go to a lot of different places, so I hear a lot of different things, but it's all the same amongst our people. And I love it when you say that to us, and then we go, oh, but go over to the white section. They doing it too. That comment alone, no accountability. Before I go, though, I want to mention, did y'all see that Martin Luther King statue? See, that's what I'm saying. We don't accept accountability. Why is that allowed? That shit should have been melted down or blown up. I don't know. Can they blow up metal or whatever that shit is? Blow it up. All of the statues of the Confederate people are great. I mean, what is his name? Robert E. Lee. Those statues are amazing, detailed, nice. There's a statue downtown in my city, Abraham Lincoln. Very nice. He's sitting in this big ass chair. Is real nice. You mean to tell me that's what they came up with for Martin Luther King? Who designed that? Was it a black person, a white person? Who designed that? That's what we need to find out. We were talking shit about the structure itself, but no. Who designed it? That's who we need. That's what y'all need to be on. The doxers. See, people be doxing on YouTube. That shit makes me so mad because there are so many other people that y'all could be doxing. Who y'all need to be doxing is the person who fucking made that statue and having them take that shit down and redo it. They need a doxing. It's a lot of people that need to be doxxed. That cop that beat up that little girl in the Bronx at the school, the 15-year-old girl, he should be doxxed. Right. There are people that do deserve doxing. Don't get it fucked up. I'm never going to say that. But you do it to each other as virtual domestic violence. It's not cool. But yeah, that statue was hideous. Oh my God. Somebody said a few guys, I guess, I don't know what they're saying it looks like. Because to me, it just looks like nothing. But it's a weird statue. And as black people, we really should not be standing for that bullshit. It was a spit in his face. Right. The George Floyd statue was nicer than that. Hello. But see where we live in the world today? They will put George Floyd on a higher pedestal than Martin Luther King. I heard Dave Chappelle call Candace Owens all kind of bitches one day because she said that George Floyd was on crack or some bullshit. It's funny to hear Dave Chappelle disrespect a strong, smart black woman who comes from poverty, who's made a life for herself. When he's sitting over there married to a Cambodian, he should shut the fuck up. Seriously. I like Dave Chappelle, but let's be real. He's not in a position to be discussing black women. Y'all don't hear Kanye saying nothing about black women, do y'all? Because he know better. Shut your ass up. Now, we love you, but shut your ass up. We accept your little, but shut your ass up. Don't do it. Do not do it. But Dave Chappelle was out of line. He should have been called out for that. I mean, he called Candace Owens a bitch and everything. Really? Because you disagree with her opinion. He said, how dare you get paid for just going around talking? But isn't that what Dave Chappelle get paid for doing? He does the same thing that Candace Owens does. The exact same thing. Except people don't find her funny. However, I promise you, if Candace Owens wrote down her speech and gave it to Dave Chappelle and he recited it word for word, people would think that shit was hilarious. People would agree with everything that he said. It's because Candace is black and Candace is a woman. Because remember, black women are not supposed to carry themselves with pride and dignity. They're supposed to be out here like Sukiyana, CRISEAN Rock. Hello? Don't get it fucked up. Those are the people, those are the images they put out there for us. Nene Leakes. I'm glad she's off TV because she don't have to be negative all the fucking time. And even then, she still finds a way here and there. But we love Nene. But right, they push you out there to be negative. Like, think about it. Condoleezza Rice. People hated her because she was a black Republican. Like, what? That woman was educated. She made a huge contribution to history. But we don't recognize Condoleezza Rice. Why? Because she ain't hood and ghetto as fuck. And I'm going to tell y'all something I'm about to say, and y'all going to be mad. Michelle Obama ghetto, too. Fuck what you heard. Michelle Obama, she's been hanging out with some of the rapper girls and all of that, and I'm not here for it. Like I said, why I said I couldn't stand Carisha. I didn't get, what's her name? Young Miami. She got this show that comes on, and every person that comes on there, all they talk about is sex. We don't need to know if you drink cum. We don't care. She told some people that Diddy pees on her. Y'all heard. Why do we care? Why do we care? That's what we're put out there for, is sex. Remember, even during slavery, it's always about sex. And we exploit each other and we exploit ourselves. Like, why is this woman, you have a platform. I scrolled by one of her videos the other day. It had like fucking 3 million views. But meanwhile, you asking Glorilla, and Glorilla can barely talk. And I like her or whatever in a sense, glad she made it high, whatever. She a sister, holla. But she asked, I forgot how she worded it, but she was like, I nut. And she was like, what? And she was like, I nut. But what she was saying is, I drink nuts. You drink sperm, bitch? That's what you out here on an interview saying? What? And you can tell somebody told her to say it because she didn't even sound comfortable saying it. And honestly, I don't get that she's over sexualized either. I think they're putting that image out there for Glorilla. Glorilla is very humble. She's very you got to watch her videos the week before she came famous. That's not who that girl is, but they're telling her to say all of that ignorant shit because they know that she has a following and a crowd. And what they've been told is that black people love negativity. Not what they've been told, what they've been showed. Because we show them that by accepting all this bullshit at the end of the day. But for that woman, that young girl to get up there talking about she drinks sperm, I was like, what? First of all, girl, you could be drinking AIDS. Are you crazy? They don't tell you none of that. You don't just do that. She's not even married, and this is what the type of shit she's saying. So whose nut are you drinking, Glorilla? That's disgusting. Disgusting. Even as a grown ass woman, if that's what you're doing, that's your fucking business. We put everything on blast. Everything is for everybody. Oh my God. Speaking of, Tracy, I'm sorry, but I gotta speak on this boat. Let me tell y'all that. Yesterday morning I woke up. Tracy had just got to San Francisco. Baby, she was so motherfucking happy and smiling so hard. I was smiling and happy too. Okay. But I was rolling because I seen this meme where Rob licked her face, right? But when he leaned in to lick her face, she thought that he was gonna give her a kiss. But it was hilarious how she turned her face so quick. Like I caught it. Like she was like, "Motherfucker, what is you doing?" Pretty much, you know. She's still happy, but like, why are you licking my face? Like was her look. Like 'cause she thought he was going in for the kiss. And then I just saw a meme of him playing with her boobs, like on screen or whatever. I'm gonna use the word exploitation again. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta keep it a buck. Don't let niggas play with y'all like that. Are y'all crazy? That shit is personal and private. See, but we've been told through because everybody got OnlyFans and being a whore and being disrespected is popular and embarrassing yourself is popular. We're too old for that. We're way too old for that. Don't put your business out there like that. Absolutely not. You just don't play with people. Don't play with people like that in public. I mean, I'm the type person. We could have just fucked at my house, right? And I see you at the bar. That don't mean that you get to walk up to me and stick your hands up my ass or on my shirt. Like, what? What? No. Personal. Personal. Everything ain't for YouTube. I just hope it don't come back, you know, but limit what you put on here because everybody don't need to see everything. Oh no, and not everything. And then it's the company you keep too. Because when you don't hooked up with somebody who done been around the block 5,000 times, like I said, and then when people co-sign bullshit, because we're not gonna act like all of a sudden when Misunderstood came over to the beef sector and she was high. All right, I'm back. My damn phone keep overheating. I guess. Okay, I'm wrapped up in all these blankets. But yeah, oh, what I was saying was though, don't let men play with you like that, ladies. If you don't demand respect, you're not gonna get any. You won't get any. Okay. Periods. Draco. Yeah, you're not gonna get any respect if you don't demand it. Don't let these niggas play with you like they crazy, cause they are. Hello, people do what you allow them to do. But we've been told though, like I said, because of OnlyFans and everybody's a whore, that putting your sexual exploits out for everybody to see is okay. No, ma'am. See, but I was fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't have nothing against this misunderstood person, but the way y'all glorify prostitution and drug abuse and all that good shit, I was just mind blown. Like, since when and why? But you got to be careful of the company you keep because you will start to believe that that shit is okay too. Because it was okay for them, that it's going to be okay for you. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be okay for you. It's just not. So don't think you're going to do the same things that this chick did because it's mind blowing to me that people don't drag her and all that good shit. And, you know, and no, you shouldn't hold anybody's past against them and all of that other stuff. But if the past was last week, I mean, it is what it is. Nothing against these people, but our girl, don't follow that. Don't follow that game plan, Tracy. I'm telling you, don't do it. Keep your business personal. You didn't start off like that, so don't do that to yourself. She started off like that, so it's okay what she want to do and put all her business out. Let her, but you didn't start off with that because people gonna clown. That's all they do. People want to laugh. You know how they say, oh, they want to laugh at you. They're not laughing with you. They laughing at you. That's a true statement a lot of times. When people are hand clapping bad behavior, they just want to be entertained. I told y'all entertainment is dangerous. Very, very dangerous at the end of the day. I need to comb my damn hair. Do y'all know I went to the city to get my hair done today and I didn't even do it? I got to the door. I was like, oh my God. I was going to go to a new spot today. It must have been like 80 people in there. I'm telling y'all. Y'all know I got my ass out of there. Ain't nobody had on a mask or nothing. They didn't have the right hair that I wanted anyway, so I just left. I told the lady I'll be back Monday, but I was lying. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just go get a haircut. I don't know. It's too much out. It's too much to worry about these days. But yeah, be careful. Don't play yourselves. What didn't embarrass them, damn sure might embarrass you. Remember that. Okay. Once you put it out there, you can't take it back. Won't be erased. But it'll be interesting this week. I can't wait to see what happens. Like I said, the face licking, I was like, oof. Because y'all know I don't like kissing. I don't tongue kiss motherfuckers. Too germy for me. Always has been. If I kiss you, you special. Hello. All right. If I'm tongue kissing with you, oh, you's a special motherfucker. Because no way. They lie too much. You don't know where their mouths and tongues have been. Nope. See, what it is too is when you have a gay friend, you you see the other side of that. You know about the straight dudes who be on that bullshit. Well, alleged straight dudes who be on that bullshit, and they be dudes with a bunch of kids. But those dudes are also not nice to their girlfriends either. You gotta pay attention to that. Like, if your man is being mean to you, acknowledge that shit and pay attention. Don't brush it off like, oh, he just having a bad mood. If he having a bad mood every fucking day, that's just who he is. But why doesn't he like you? Hmm? Don't be with people you don't like. You're going to end up in jail. I'm telling you. That's what I really think is going on with Krishan and Blueface. He doesn't like her. He don't like her. It's obvious that he doesn't like her, but I mean, just watching her behavior, like if I had a dude like her, I wouldn't like her either. All that clawing me and always looking in my face and always telling me you love me. I know this is going to sound crazy to some of y'all, but somebody consistently telling me they love me, that is the most irritant. Ooh, you want to piss me off? Do that. Keep telling me you love me. Because I already know you with the bullshit. Now, they said Krishana cheated on him 10 times already. But she be drunk and out of control, so I wouldn't be surprised. But again, she always sloppy, hanging over you. When his mother was talking to him and she was like behind him, rubbing his back and all of that, I was just like, this is just so disrespectful and weird. Just strange as hell. You can't even have a conversation without touching him and telling him how much you love him and you crying and you carrying on. You know, she kind of reminds me how they be like somebody got a demonic spirit in them. That's her. Like, notice how dark her eyes have gotten. I'm telling you, she looks nothing like she used to look. That girl was gorgeous. And she'll be that again if she can find sobriety. You got to find sobriety. I'm telling you. Hennessy's killing us. Yayo is killing us. Pill popping killing us. Methamphetamine's killing us. People don't give a shit, though. Because it's popular, it's popping, and everybody's the same person. We all trying to do the same thing. Look the same, be the same, have the same. It's just crazy. Crazy. But that girl, she got like something, I mean, just something very dark about her. Like, damn. And it hurts my heart to hear all these people say, how is she pretty? Krishan pretty, though. She's gorgeous. She missing a whole tooth. Y'all talking about motherfuckers for having a gap in their teeth, but a bitch missing a whole tooth, and y'all talking about she pretty. Make it make sense. That's what I'm talking about. The hypocrisy is real. Somebody could have a double tooth. Y'all will drag them for filth. She got a whole missing tooth. Her front tooth is out because it got knocked out. But y'all talking about she pretty. And then the funny shit too, y'all say how Blue is abusive to her. Have y'all seen Krishan is athletic like a motherfucker? I do believe in a worst case scenario, she could take him down for sure, for sure. But y'all just everybody's putting it all on him. Oh, he's abusive. He's treating her poorly. It's a back and forth with those two. And I'm telling y'all, at this point, I think he's scared of her. I really think he's scared of her. Y'all don't remember Phil Hartman, but I'm telling you, this is a similar situation. Y'all keep playing with crazy people who love you so much that they don't care what you do and they don't want to see you with anybody else. When you finally cut their asses off, you're done. Cause you cheating with people that they more than likely know. Y'all remember the Betty Broderick story, right? Okay. Some people when you mentally fucked up, you don't know how to move on or let it go. Things will break you. That's why faith and prayer is very important because in life things will come to you and you might want to hurt somebody. Like, it ain't right. Sometimes I see stories and the person be dead wrong, but I'm a person who's worked on anger issues and things. So sometimes I'm like, damn, I get it. It's wrong what they did, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important that you know yourself. You got to know how far you will go and what you will do. And then you have to eliminate people from around you and not go into spaces that are going to jeopardize your fucking freedom or your life because anger is real. I'm telling you, even now, like I said, I said I got it under control, but do I really? Or is it that I just remove myself from situations, people, places, and things? You know what I'm saying? I don't deal with certain people. If you're a fucking idiot, I don't have time for you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to talk to you about anything. But remove myself from people, places, and things. Same with that work situation. I had to remove myself from people, places, and things because my freedom is more important than fighting a war with some bitches that don't matter. You know what I mean? Some bitches who are miserable and hate themselves. I have no wins coming there. There's nothing positive that's going to come out of that. Nothing. And I know that. But if I go back to that, I'm setting myself up for failure. I can't blame them for that. That's why this CRISEAN bullshit, she does not get a pass. Jaguar right ass don't get no pass either. I don't know why y'all feel like Jaguar is a victim. I'm just, the way she was wilding and carrying on out there. Are you kidding me? You invited some man into your home, bitch, and you don't know why your husband is mad? And do y'all think Jaguar slept with Solar? I don't know. Something in my mind tells me that it was a little something else going on there. A little bit more going on there because she was wilding into. I was like, are those really her son's ashes? I'll be thinking, because y'all said she pranking or this is staged or whatever. So I would hope that part would be staged because why would you dump your son's ashes on people? That's crazy. But it's a lot of women because remember, y'all don't even talk about Homegirl no more. Y'all just totally fucking forgot about her. Remember Toxic Diamond? She locked up too. Right. On just wilding, life spiraling out of control. So let okay, I'm glad I brought up Toxic Diamond. So Toxic Diamond, people was calling DCF, all of that shit on her and her kids. Now the kids were in danger, don't get me wrong. But we could see that it was dangerous. But we can't see that Krishan Rock, if she's pregnant, that her fetus is in danger. Like, what? What? That's how you know it's about who you like and not about the facts of life. Because if it was about the facts of life, we would have to apply this shit across the board, and we don't. We pick and choose what's appropriate for certain people and what's not. And I'm sick of the whole don't judge. You can't judge people. Don't be judgmental. Let me tell you something. The teachers judge, the judge judges. When you're in competitions, they judge. When you're on YouTube, you're getting judged. Every time you put a picture out, you're being judged. Every action you make, you're being judged. And especially if you're putting and uploading bullshit onto the internet, you're going to be judged. So don't do a bunch of ignorant ass shit and then think that nobody's going to have a comment about it because in your mind, you don't want to be judged. What? That shit is crazy. Judgment is the way of the world. Everyone is judged. Except, you know, we feel like when you don't have the right to judge. Like, I couldn't believe all them grown ass women calling in talking about don't judge Krishan. We're adults. We're grown women. We should know better. It's not judging her, it's telling her the truth. It's pointing out some shit, is judging a bitch. Then let me be the judge of the year. Fuck all that. If you were doing something crazy, somebody need to tell you. Especially if you don't know it's crazy. Especially if you don't know it's crazy. Now, I was watching another video today. What was the lady saying? She was saying that she said somebody wanted to offer her not correction. What did she say? I forget. What was I want to use the right word that she used, but she said that basically you don't need to tell a person something because they already know it about themselves. But I disagree because sometimes people know some shit about themselves and they think that it's okay and it ain't. So sometimes you do need to point out to them once again, hey, listen, this is not okay. I want to use the correct word. I can't remember. I can't remember. Then I was watching another lady this morning, and she was saying that she uses the word literally all the time. Like she's like, so she said that she's gonna substitute the word. Listen, if you see this video, don't substitute the word. Skip the word. You don't need it. Like you'll be like, I literally just saw this. I literally was walking down the street. No, just skip the word. I just saw this. I was walking down the street. You don't need literally. You don't need the word actually. Those are just extra words. Let that shit go. Skip the word. Just say, I saw that bus. Now I literally just saw that bus. No, I saw that bus yesterday. Just skip the word altogether. Remember, y'all, I talk in bullet points. Less is more for me. I hate when people use too many goddamn words. I'll be like, would you get to it already? So you don't need all them extra words. It's just fluffer. Skip it. Stick with the topic. Okay. I literally walked to the bus stop. I walked to the bus stop. It's all good. It's all good. You don't need the word. Let it go. All right, I gotta go rest for a little while. I gotta go to work and be tortured today. Today I have to do 12 hours. I think I'm about to quit this job too, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Mm, I think so. I know y'all like, damn bitch, you doing a lot. Yeah, I am. I'm just doing what's making me happy now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do what's best for you at the end of the day. You know, I'm 50, your body changes, and I'm not trying to stress my body out too much. For real, because what you will notice as you get older, you start to see people breaking down around you. You know what I mean? Like, I see some people, and it's not a good look. It's just not a good situation for them, health wise, you know? But sometimes you can put yourself through too much mentally, physically, emotionally, because stress will make you sick and break your ass down too. But yeah, anything that I'm not really, that's just too much for me. I'm just not doing it anymore. I'm just not. I've just decided I'm not. I don't really give a shit. I'm not. Yeah, you're right. I'm not. Too much stress. I'm not. Look, things that don't make me happy, I'm not. But y'all know I already pretty much are like that. But as far as work goes, no more of that bullshit. I can't take it. The stress is real. That's why I said I don't know how y'all do virtual domestic violence. I couldn't do the mental domestic violence at work was just out of control for me. Y'all don't know how much I've been at peace. Oh my God, it's been beautiful, beautiful because you shouldn't have to spend your energy hating bitches that you really don't know. You know what I mean? Like we just think about it, y'all. Spend a lot of time on motherfuckers we don't know. Like even if I work with you, don't mean I know you. But for you to want me to hate you and to do enough things to me to make me want to, that's just too much. Too much. Because I don't hate people in my normal life. You know what I mean? Like I can get into an argument with somebody and move on. I don't hold grudges. I don't do all that. But when I'm being attacked all the time, that shit make me want to lash out on your ass. You know what I mean? So I had to remove myself from them type of environments. So that's why I said no more. I just can't do it. Mm-mm. But you a special person if you're a bully and you don't have no hands and you always popping off. Something's gonna slow you down. Somebody's gonna get in your ass. It might be a lady at the grocery store, a random person in the parking lot, somebody at your kid's school. Hell, it might be your kid. Matter of fact, somebody's gonna get in your ass. hmm That's just the way it goes. All right, it's nap time for me. I have to go to the be tortured later. Luckily, I like the lady that I work for on this weekend, but I'm just tired in general. You know, just for real. But life is good. I won't complain. Everybody have a good weekend. Spend time with your family. Love on yourself. Don't participate in virtual domestic violence if you can help it, okay? Remember, we all have the ability to be abusive, to be abused, and to be abusers. All right? We must behave ourselves and recognize who we are as a person. Nobody else is responsible for our behavior or actions but ourselves. You cannot be provoked. What they said, they're gaslighting you. If you know you're being gaslighted, why are you acknowledging what they're saying? Ignore these bitches. It's okay. I know what it is to be gaslit. It happens. You feed into it too. That's the thing. It's easy to get caught up in being gaslit. Oh my God. Ugh, God, it is. But once you recognize it, you just stop it. Put your headphones on. Don't listen to these bitches. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all later. Off to work I go.